In Sanskrit, Rishi is defined as mantra drashta, who sees mantra. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explains, not the one who writes mantra or listens to the mantra, no, the one who sees mantra means when you are experiencing, always will be perceived by the eyes. If the sound is heard by the ears, you're hearing. If the sound is perceived by all five senses, you're experiencing. This was by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Paramashivam.
And Hindu history reveals the vital role played by the enlightened rishis in the preservation of the science of enlightenment on planet Earth. One example, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has spoken on the Upanishad rishis, explaining how when the rishis sat within them in samadhi, their whole being started vibrating, reverberating with the sacred cosmic truths. Those few beings who raised themselves to vibrate in the very frequency of the cosmos, the very frequency of the Brahman universe, they actually disappeared into that. When they disappeared into that, whatever truths they received, whatever truths oozed out of them, expressed through them, that got recorded as Upanishads.
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's revival of the science of power manifestation as per Hinduism. Lord Paramashiva reveals in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 113, Dharana 87. Sampradayamimam Devi Shrunu Samyak Vadhamyaham Kaivalyam Jayate Sadyo Netreyo Stabdha Matrayoho. O Devi, listen to this sacred tradition. I shall reveal it to you vividly, completely. Just keep your eyes completely wide open. Do not see or perceive anything by simply keeping it fixed with a steady gaze on the reality within. By this, the state of aloneness, Kaivalya, the oneness that expresses as extraordinary powers and experiences will occur immediately.
As of now, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has initiated his students into the 463 extraordinary powers of Paramashiva. The powers or Shaktis are time-tested and foolproof, each one established in these four pramanas. Number one, the Shastra Pramana, the source scriptures of Hinduism. Number two, Apta Pramana, the authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who time-tested and verified the sciences. Number three, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's Atma Pramana, the accounts of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, this millennium's avatar's own experience of the powers. And number four, the Sakshi Pramana, the experiences of millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
And to give you a concrete example of this power, let us take the power of Sarvanyatva, the power of all knowingness in all its fullness, which can take many forms, such as the ability to translate unknown foreign languages, the power of describing unknown topics, the power to download unknown slokas, and the power of quantum memory, or the power to recall large amounts of information in a short period of time, and many others. And there's a beautiful Shastra Pramana or scriptural reference from the Sarvanyotara Agama, verse 15, which says, Within such a yogi who establishes himself in absolute non-dual oneness with Lord Shiva, and who keeps himself free from all sorts of differentiating notions, the exalted superpower of all-knowing, Sarvanyatvam, gets unfolded in all its fullness.
And the scriptural reference that we have to show that these powers were very real is from the Valmiki Ramayana Balakanda Sarga 4, the Apta Pramana, which says that Lava and Kush, the two sons of Lord Rama, learned 24,000 verses of the Ramayana from sage Valmiki in a very short time and recited them.
And on his own experience of the power of Sarvanyatva, his very Atma Pramana, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism relates, what Paramashiva shared with me, it was like intense cosmic downloading happening. One day, I was looking at him so deeply. Literally, everything he was revealing was getting into my system. So deep, like if he utters one word, like a condensed 1 petabyte material, information will be transferred into my system.
And now we have the Sakshi Pramana, which are the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation happening through the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. On January 22nd, 2022, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed that his Balasant has mastered the Panini Mahabhasya after receiving initiation. Less than 100 people in the world have mastered this Panini Mahabhasya. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, on January 22nd, revealed this. And the Panini Mahabhasya is the foundation of knowledge. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shares that the Panini Sutras is not just grammar on Sanskrit. He says, if you study that book, you will know how to create grammar for any language. You can just create a language. Revealed on December the 14th, 2010. And other accomplishments in the Gurukul includes today on January the 24th, on the occasion of the International Education Day, we now share more examples of the extraordinary accomplishments which happen in children as a result of the Nityananda Gurukul and receiving direct initiation from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. 50% of children 1 to 3 years are ahead of their grades, giving their class X board exams before 15 years. 35% of children have IQ scores above 130, which is a gifted category as per the Slauson IQ score. The quantum memory activation is rapidly moving towards recalling verbatim after single hearing, called Ekashantagrahi in the Vedic age, and awakening yogic powers such as communing with and commanding nature to cause rain and rose plants to drop their thorns. And 30% of children spontaneously play musical instruments without formal lessons. And 100% of children produce creative temple arts like deity making, alankar, which is deity decoration, and planning and building children's temples, making deity jewelry and art. And 100% of children organize and conduct their own temple rituals around the year.
Thank you, Mama Hakatita. Next slide, please. Thank you. Through the Nityananda Gurukul, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving the science of power manifestation as per Hinduism, bringing spiritual legitimacy to Hinduism, which is the most important because Hinduism has the power to solve the problems the world is facing today. For example, the power of body scanning to identify the cause of diseases is aligned to the Sustainable Development Goal of the UN, goal number 3, which is to ensure healthy lives, and promote well-being for all at all ages. For example, the power of connecting with nature and manifesting rain, ensuring the well-being of the environment, is aligned to the UN Sustainable Development Goal number 15 to sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, halt and reverse land degradation, and halt biodiversity loss. The power of manifesting rose plants dropping their thorns is the direct expression of a violent-free inner space aligned to the UN Sustainable Development Goal number 16 to promote just, peaceful, and inclusive societies.
So, as we close today's presentation on the International Day of Education, we would like to thank each of you for being here. Please feel free to place your comments in the live YouTube chat. We would love to hear your feedback. And we do hope that you would have gained a greater understanding and appreciation for Hinduism and the science of the Hindu knowledge transmission system. How the revival and the very survival of this system is not only good, but it is necessary in the world today. And there's a beautiful quote from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, that we would like to share. And he says, "The Hindu knowledge transmission is totally different from anything known to the world by the name of education. Nityananda Hindu University is reviving Hindu knowledge transmission system." And this is from Bhagavan himself, dated the 15th of December, 2018. So the Hindu knowledge transmission system is a living, working, practical, and successful example of how an educational system, which focuses on the individual realizing his or her highest potential and life's purpose, it brings a vibrant and life-positive system, which is not cookie cutter, nor limited to the walls of a classroom, nor to any age, nor any region. It is a system which is not limited to the mind, but rather expands the many dimensions of one's own consciousness, recognizing each being as unique and divine. A system which is being revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, to support the humanity by nurturing the blossoming of enlightened beings, beings who are grounded, beings who are peaceful, powerful, confident, genius, responsible, and mature leaders of tomorrow. This is what is absolutely necessary to create a more peaceful, just, resilient, thriving, and sustainable future. So thank you so much once again, and we will now close with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tatsat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Parukar Pranamastu. Om Nityananda.
The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity Only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. become Paramashiva. I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself.
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
ஐயா சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர ஐயா சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர ஊரறிய என் பேரறிய உறவறிய தவத்துறவறிய உள்ளொன்று புறம் ஒன்று பேசறிய உமை சிவன் போலே வேறறிய சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர 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 காலையும் மாலையும் கணக்கறிய நாளும் கோளும் நான் அறிய பாலையும் சோலையும் பிரித்தறிய பரம பரஞ்சோதி அடி சிறிய சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர ஐயா ஊனறிய உயிர் உடலறிய மோன பெருவழியை நான் அறிய ஆனறிய பெண்ணறிய ஆதி சிதம்பரம் நான் அறிய சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர சாமி உன்னது பொருளது கண்டறிய போகமும் மோகமும் கொண்டறிய ஆசை பேராசை அறிந்தறிய அம்பலமாடியை மறந்தறிய சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர 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 சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர ஐயா சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர ஆகம வேதங்கள் படித்தறிய ஆறு குளங்களில் குடிக்கறிய யாகமும் யோகமும் செய்தறிய ஓமுகம் பார்த்து பணிந்தறிய சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர 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 சும்மா ஒருபோது இருந்தறிய சுத்த அசுத்தங்கள் பார்த்தறிய ஆத்மனி வேதன செய்தறிய அர்த்தநாரீசன் அடி சிறிய சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர சாமி ஏடறிய சொல் எழுத்தறிய ஏற்றமும் தாழ்வும் நான் அறிய வீடறிய குடும்பாதறிய சோமசுந்தரனும் மறந்தறிய சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர உணவறிய ஊரும் உணர்வறிய உள்யது வெளியது நான் அறிய தனவறிய நனவறிய கனக சமாவரி அடிதிரிய சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர 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 ஐயா சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர சிவ 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 ரகர ரகர இரவறிய ஒரு பகல் அறிய இறப்பும் பிறப்பு நான் அறிய வரவறிய கை செலவறிய பரசிவ திருவடி மறந்தறிய சிவ 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 அரகர அரகர சிவ 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 அரகர அரகர சிவ 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 அரகர அரகர சிவ 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 அரகர சாமி சூதறிய கொடு ஆதறிய சூத்திரம் சாத்திரம் நான் அறிய தீதறிய நன்மை சிறிதறிய திகம்பர தேசிக நடி சிறிய சிவ 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 அரகர அரகர சிவ 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 அரகர அரகர சிவ 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 அரகர அரகர சிவ 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 அரகர சாமி வழியறிய கொண்ட வழியறிய பாவ புண்ணியம் நான் அறிய புலமறியேன் பிறர் நலமறிய நீலகண்டன மறந்தறிய சிவ 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 அரகர அரகர 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 சுகமறிய துக்கமறிய சொந்தமும் பந்தமும் நான் அறிய அகமறிய சுத்த புறமறிய அரும்பெருங்கோதி அடி சிறிய சிவ 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 அரகர அரகர 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 ஐயா சிவ 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 அரகர அரகர சிவ 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 அரகர சிவ 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 அரகர அரகர சிவ 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 அரகர யோகி ஐயா சிவ 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 அரகர சாமி தோப்பு ஐயா காட்டும் சதாசிவன் ரூபம் சராசரம் எல்லாம் உன் சரீர சம்பந்தம் சதாசிவ பிரம்மம் காட்டும் சதாசிவன் ரூபம் சராசரம் எல்லாம் உன் சரீர சம்பந்தம் சிவோகம் சிவம் என்றே நடமாடும் தெய்வீகம் கருணாகராகுந்தன் சரணாரம் என் சொந்தம் சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவ ஓம் நம சிவாய சதாசிவ பிரம்மம் காட்டும் சதாசிவன் ரூபம் சராசரம் எல்லாம் உன் சரீர சம்பந்தம் உன் நாடை மலைகள் உன் மகுடம் கலைகள் உன் வாக்கு சித்தம் சிவன் போக்கு காஞ்சி தவ பீடம் கண்டதும் சீலம் காம கோடிமை கடந்த அருட்ஜோதி திசைகளும் நாடை மலைகள் உன் மகுடம் கலைகள் உன் வாக்கு சித்தம் சிவன் போக்கு காஞ்சி தவ பீடம் கண்டதும் சீலம் காம கோடிமை கடந்த அருட்ஜோதி வானம் வசம் இருந்தும் நீ ஊனுடம் எடுத்த சிவம் உண்டும் உயிர்த்திருக்கும் இந்த அண்டம் உந்தன் வசம் தண்டக மண்டலம் தாங்கும் பரகுரு மண்டலம் குண்டலி சிரம் தாங்கும் ஸ்ரீ குரு மண்டலம் சதாசிவ பிரம்மம் காட்டும் சதாசிவன் ரூபம் சராசரம் எல்லாம் உன் சரீர சம்பந்தம் ஓம் நம சிவாய ஹர ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவ ஓம் நம சிவாய சூற்றுமம் வழிகள் பரிமள செவிகள் அணிவது விண்மீன்கள் படைப்பில் வேதமயம் பார்வை சிவயோகம் நடையில் கம்பீரம் ராஜ நரசிம்மம் சூரியன் விழிகள் சூற்றுமம் வழிகள் பரிமள செவிகள் அணிவது விண்மீன்கள் படைப்பில் வேதமயம் பார்வை சிவயோகம் நடையில் கம்பீரம் ராஜ நரசிம்மம் ஆள் காட்டி விரலோடு பெருவிரலை சேர்த்த விதம் தாள் காட்டியமையாளும் ஸ்ரீருத்ர சதாசிவம் மனதில் எப்பொழுதும் குரு ஈசா உன்னாட்சி மறவாது கைதொழுவோம் தருவாயே அருளாசி சதாசிவ பிரம்மம் காட்டும் சதாசிவன் ரூபம் சராசரம் எல்லாம் உன் சரீர சம்பந்தம் சதாசிவ பிரம்மம் காட்டும் சதாசிவ
ஓம் நித்யானந்தேஸ்வர பரமசிவ சமாரம்பாம் நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி பரமசக்தி மத்யமாம் அஸ்மதாச்சார்ய பர்யந்தாம் வந்தே குரு பரம்பராம். I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Shri Mahans, Mahans, Tanedar Kotari, visitors, viewers, everyone sitting with us all over the world with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Listen. Conscious sovereignty. Consciousness is the ultimate for any being, not just human being. Consciousness is the ultimate for any being, not just human being. The very purpose Paramashiva manifesting as incarnation, this incarnation and manifesting Kailasa is to make every being realize the conscious sovereignty. Listen. It's for all of you, all beings, not just human beings, all beings, to realize conscious sovereignty. Paramashiva is manifesting as this incarnation and manifesting Kailasa. So understand, understand this conscious sovereignty more deeply, clearly, even if you just understand what is conscious sovereignty, you will start manifesting it. Because this powerful truth can manifest in you just by Shravana, listening. Conscious sovereignty means you are conscious being, realizing, understanding the truth. You are conscious being. Listen. If you are able to see me, hear me, please wave your hands, because I am revealing some of the important truths, great truths, which you can't afford to miss. Shravana, listening, will make you enlightened. Just listening can make you enlightened. Yes. Listen. Paramashiva's direct message from Kailasa. Listen. Conscious sovereignty. Very purpose of all beings, not just human beings, all beings, is to experience conscious sovereignty. The very purpose why Paramashiva manifesting as this incarnation and manifesting Kailasa is to make all being experience and live conscious sovereignty. Now, understand conscious sovereignty deeply. Conscious sovereignty means realizing and manifesting the truth. You are consciousness. You may have intelligence, mind, body, various layers. But you are consciousness. Your layers are not you. You are consciousness. The core substance out of which you are made, or the core existence of you, the core unit of you is consciousness. You may have mind, you may have body, you may have all the other things like a wealth, relationships, but you are consciousness. Second, consciousness is the ultimate. Third, declaring the sovereignty of your consciousness. Declaring sovereignty of your consciousness. Your consciousness is the supreme, most powerful, highest, your consciousness is supreme, most powerful, highest existence. Listen. Whether the yoga you are asked to do, stretching your body, or pranayama you are asked to do, like a cohesive, coherent breathing pattern, or the puja, the worship you are asked to do, or listening to these great truths and internalizing everything. In Hinduism, everything is to make you express your conscious sovereignty, manifest your conscious sovereignty. Listen. From your conscious sovereignty, when you manifest your health, the health becomes eternal, permanent. From your conscious sovereignty, if you manifest economical independence, that becomes eternal, permanent, and good to you and to the society, because a conscious sovereign being will never harm society and generate wealth. Understand? There are many people wealthy by grabbing, centralizing, redistributing, not by generating. The real wealth is always generation focused, generating focused, not just redistribution or grabbing. A conscious being will be wealthy by generating, not by grabbing or redistribution, being part of this redistribution loop. So understand, a conscious being, when he declares his conscious sovereignty and manifests health, it will be an absolute perfect health. He knows how long to live and he knows when to leave. I can give the example of Paramahamsa Yogananda. Even after leaving the body, his body did not go through any symptoms of death, deterioration of death. My own Guru, Isaki Swami, 3 days after death, his body was just fresh, alive. My Guru Kukumal asked, Bhagavan, please do Padmasana, we have to keep you in Jiva Samadhi. His body just locked itself in Padmasana and we kept in Jiva Samadhi. Understand? Being manifests health from his conscious sovereignty will be ultimate health. Being manifesting economical independence from his conscious sovereignty will be not only wealthy forever, his wealth will do good to him and to the world. The methodology he adopts for becoming wealthy will do good to him and for the society. It will always be generating, creating, manifesting, not manipulating or grabbing, stealing, or being part of this redistribution loop. I want all of you to spend a little time and understand what I say about wealth. If you read Agamas, understand the economic policies of Paramashiva. If you understand the economic policies of Paramashiva, if you are able to see me, hear me, please wave your hands. Yes. Shiva Yoga, I am seeing everything you guys are doing and enjoying. Yes, good. Listen, I'll repeat. I can see you all guys and I can see all of you waving. Yes. Now listen. Sorry for the technical glitch. I'll repeat because my purpose is for all of you to manifest this conscious sovereignty. I'm going to give more and more detailed revelations about this conscious sovereignty. Listen. Realizing your consciousness and realizing consciousness is the ultimate, and declaring your conscious sovereignty and making your life manifesting conscious sovereignty in every level. Your health should be centered on conscious sovereignty. You should manifest physical health from the great realization of conscious sovereignty. You should manifest mental health from the great realization of conscious sovereignty. I tell you, 99% of your problems are mental health related. The remaining 1% you don't have a problem. Only in this pralaya, I can see how people are creating real problems because of their imaginary, delusory mental problems. Listen. The imaginary, delusory, mental problems, they are not able to handle and make decisions, create real problems, physical problems. This whole pralaya, the worst thing is, it cheats you left, right, center, and the empty mind is devil's workshop. The word will become reality in this pralaya. You go on imagining things, get deluded, and you really feel your delusions are really, really real. That's the worst thing. You should manifest mental health from conscious sovereignty. You should manifest wealth from conscious sovereignty. You should manifest powers from conscious sovereignty. You should manifest enlightenment from conscious sovereignty. Conscious sovereignty should be the center, core truth. The career decision you make, the decisions you make in your life, where to live, how to live, the relationship decisions, health related decisions, wealth related decisions, the activities you are supposed to perform every day, the words you will be uttering every day, everything you should decide from conscious sovereignty. Do Vakyartha Satas and Jivartha Satas on this conscious sovereignty subject. I'll help you to experience more and more the truth about the conscious sovereignty in further satsang. Today I wanted to introduce this science of conscious sovereignty. I'll explain the physics of conscious sovereignty, chemistry of conscious sovereignty, biology of conscious sovereignty in every level. First, understand the importance of conscious sovereignty. Then you will understand how to do. Your devotion should be centered on conscious sovereignty. Your surrender should be centered on conscious sovereignty. Your enlightenment should be centered on conscious sovereignty. Your power manifestation should be centered on conscious sovereignty. Your love should be centered on conscious sovereignty. Your lust should be centered on conscious sovereignty. Your passion should be centered on conscious sovereignty. Love people who support you to experience and manifest conscious sovereignty. Enjoy the physical intimacy with people who are filled with the bio-memory of conscious sovereignty and manifest the same in you when you share your body with them. Whether your love, your lust, your intimacy, your career, your wealth, your health, all decisions make based on conscious sovereignty. Kailasa is here to make all the beings experience conscious sovereignty. I am here to give you conscious sovereignty. Understand? Receiving the knowledge about the conscious sovereignty, freedom to live the lifestyle of conscious sovereignty, supporting mechanism, the ecosystem to manifest conscious sovereignty, this should be the goal of every human being. This should be the goal of every human being. The whole purpose of Kailasa is setting a model community of conscious sovereignty. Where your health, everything is centered on conscious sovereignty and you are supported intensely to manifest conscious sovereignty. And you can learn from this model community and take it and manifest this wherever you are. That is the way I am manifesting this whole Kailasa. See, here I am manifesting. If you want to come and be part of this community, you are welcome. But if you want to come and learn and go back and manifest this same ecosystem wherever you are free to do. I support, encourage, give you all the support system for you to manifest this conscious sovereignty centric ecosystem. Wherever you are. That's the way I am making this Kailasa. It is fundamentally conscious sovereignty centric. Helping every being to manifest conscious sovereignty. When you start manifesting conscious sovereignty, the patterns which binds you, chains you, will all become irrelevant. Not only they will disappear, you will break them, they will just become irrelevant. The mind which binds you, chains you, will become irrelevant. You will manifest supermind, which manifests all powers. Extreme joy, ecstasy, bliss, completion, powers. I'll give you some deeper understandings about this conscious sovereignty. It is such highly matured, enlightening truth Even if you understand, you will start manifesting. See, declare you are Paramashiva, the ultimate conscious being. Even your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, all these are part of your rejuvenation process. How Paramashiva has creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, delusion, liberation, all as part of him. Even you having self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred is your own internal samhara, rejuvenation process, your own delusion and liberation unit. So that is also very much part of your Paramashivatva. You don't need to be afraid of it. You forgetting your Paramashivatva and you remembering your Paramashivatva. You don't need to be afraid of any of this. You forgetting your Paramashivatva is you putting yourself in delusion. You remembering your Paramashiva is you liberating yourself. So you don't need to be afraid of your delusion, your liberation.
மனமுறு தருணம் தலைவனாய் அழைக்க
Listen. Listen. The truth I am talking, I am revealing is too powerful, needs continuously to be explained for few hours. So I'll explain the physics of conscious sovereignty, chemistry of conscious sovereignty, biology of conscious sovereignty in further satsangs. Now understand the importance and introduction about conscious sovereignty. do Vakyartha Sadas and Jivartha Sadas about this. I'll explain the further truths in the further satsang. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living, collective integrity, Paramadvaitam, Shuddhadvaita Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षि सुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्न
Nityanandam, Jnanapatiti Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nityanandam Paramasukhanam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadushnam Tattvamasya Lakshmam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is power manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is power manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you, due to your chemicals and hormones, ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you, out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turyatita, in your whole being and doing, manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift. Playing with life. Playing with being alive.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained what is power manifestation, becoming alive, everything deciding as you want. You becoming Kalpatru of your life. You living as superconscious being on planet Earth. It's a science because millions have experienced that and each one of us can experience that. Science of power manifestation is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. The Pramanas, just by listening to the Pramanas, listening to the satsangs, the whole space gets shifted from the thinking mind, self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred to the conscious space, conscious sovereignty as our reality. The Shastra Pramana, the eternal unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures as Vedas and Agamas. Beautifully, Bhagavan has given us the scriptural reference for each of the powers. Apta Pramana, the experience and the results of Aptas. Aptas are the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nainamas, Alvars, Siddhas, and all the great saints who have manifested, the emperors, even the Grahasthas who have manifested all the powers of Paramashiva. Millions of them have manifested the powers which is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. The Atma Pramana, account of His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatars, personal experience of power manifestation, Bhagavan's very own Leela to showcase to the world how cognitive shift can make you a superconscious being on planet Earth, manifesting conscious sovereignty in your physical reality, in finance, in your relation, in health, in wealth, in all the dimensions. Shakshi Pramana, the experience of the millions of disciple, devotees, followers all around the world initiated by Bhagavan into the science of power manifestation. Bhagavan clearly says, whoever comes to the Kailash courtyard, I will be present, like Garbha Mandir, more present than the person, and simply manifest all the abundance, auspiciousness, bliss, wealth, health, everything through each one of us when you are in oneness with Paramashiva. Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Bhagavan Paramashiva has beautifully said in Avatar Shastra what happens to our brain when we do power manifestation. The thoughtlessness happens in our brain. It's not through the nerves and thoughts that we are manifesting powers, but the consciousness itself reflecting in our brain. And the whole prefrontal cortex becomes so vibrant and so full of energy, it attracts all the great things in the world. Discoveries, inventions, auspiciousness, abundance, health, wealth, relationships, everything that you can imagine. All your chakra gets aligned and all your inner space get aligned, and you start triggering the synergy trigger happens in the parallel universe, and you can experience all the lokas, all the dimensions, all the possibilities. Let's go to the Shastra Pramana for the power of remote vision. Shastra Pramana is taken from the source Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Vijnana, consciousness. Bhairava, one who experiences consciousness beyond the mind. Tantra is the method, how you have methods for cooking or assembling a computer or writing a code. We have the Tantra for us to understand this greater science. Beautifully, Bhagavan has explained for the power of remote vision in the scriptural reference. Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 63, Dharana 40.
Conflict, and it becomes so beautiful. We go beyond the worry.
For the power of remote vision is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 63, Dharana 40. Sarvam deham chinmayam hi jagatva aribhavayet yugapan nirvikalpena manasa paramodayah. Sarvam deham chinmayam hi jagatva aribhavayet yugapan nirvikalpena manasa paramodayah.
Bhagavan Paramashiva beautifully explains one should continuously cognize, keeping the mind beyond the movement of the thought, free from any doubt and root cognition that the whole body, even the whole universe, indeed, are simultaneously of the essence and the nature of consciousness in the infinite space of oneness. Then the supreme awakening happens where one becomes the cosmic body. One manifests the cosmic body. Bhagavan Paramashiva clearly says how when we are in the deep sleep, we are in the Karna Sarira, that is the complete darkness, black, complete creation that is happening. There is no seer, there is no seen, there is no action, there is nothing. And that is the deep sleep. We have the deep sleep body. Then we wake up to the dream body. In the dream, we are actually lying on the bed, but we see ourselves in the dream, not only in our dream, in many of our friends, families' dream, and we use a different body there. Then we wake up to the waking reality. Right now, what you experience as your body is a waking reality that you perceive as a reality. And this is also made of the same material as your dream. Then how do I see myself? How do I exist? The whole science, if you understand, you are not projecting the whole thing. Bhagavan beautifully says, all the compulsive reactionary pattern, obsessive compulsive reactionary pattern is what throwing all the light, and you are perceiving it as a materialistic reality. Bhagavan beautifully says how when the input from the outer world is given to the in you, then you are in the materialistic world. When you perceive the world that you are consciousness, through the consciousness the five senses are perceiving, then you are in the quantum world. But if you perceive from the outer reality, that is, you get angry or you see something tasty, your tongue start feeling the taste, all that is the input from the signal from the outer world. You constantly are in the materialistic world. If you shift that from that to the space of who you are, conscious sovereignty, you are more powerful than the taste or the lust or the anger or anything that you see. That is what Bhagavan says. Regeneration is not bad. There is a negative pole, there is a positive pole. There is a north, there is south. Negative is not that bad. It is just showing you that regeneration is happening. The cells that die, new cells are happening. Constantly something has to die and something has to happen. Bhagavan says regeneration is also one of the action of Paramashiva. So there is nothing wrong. All this delusion is also part of Paramashiva. But understanding that it is delusion and living as conscious sovereignty is the way we exist as an existential reality. Even if we don't understand, even if we don't know, if you continuously hold the space, simply synergy trigger happens, the parallel universe open, and you are in different possibility, different lokas to experience the higher reality. And beautifully, there's a story of how the whole forest was in a fire and all the animals were running. There was a little hummingbird which was running back and forth. So one of the lion which saw that, it asked, "Why are you running back and forth?" And then the hummingbird said, "I am taking water and pouring on the forest fire." The lion said, "How can it put off the fire when you are so small? What can you do? You are just sprinkling little water. How can it put off the fire?" Then the bird said, "I'm holding the space for the whole forest to become cool because it has taken care of me so much. I have so much of gratitude. I just don't want to go, but I want to contribute what I can." And simply that very minute, because of the devotion, the gratitude that it had, it just poured and showered, and the whole place, the fire was put off. It is a synergy trigger. If you hold the space that consciousness is more powerful than whatever you are experiencing in the outer world, which is nothing a delusion, it is a dream. You don't even exist. You wake up to the root cognition or the source, who you are when you die. Simply all this looks like a dream. It is not even there. Then why are we struggling so much with it? Because we decided to live only all the ups and downs instead of looking further than that and looking that consciousness is real. Paramashiva is real, and Bhagavan himself has come down to initiate and pull us out of the delusion into the space of liberation. And that is what Bhagavan says, living as conscious sovereignty, you will manifest the cosmic body. How do I do that? If you understand you are consciousness is not enough. You have to understand all that exists is consciousness. Then only you can reflect. You understand that whatever you're creating is nothing but your patterns. If you're able to see an incompletion in others, it's because of the mirror that you just saw your incompletion. When you shift your incompletion in others, that is in you, you simply see that the others transform and relate with you completely different. That is what Bhagavan says. When you hold conscious sovereignty as the highest possibility and reality, you will not have obsessive compulsive reaction. You will know that everything that exists is Paramashiva. Everyone is Paramashiva because that is the reflection of who you are. If you see guilt, if you see pain, if you see ashamed, you see stuck somewhere, you see the incompletion, frustration, anger, is because of something in you is missing. You are relating to that anger. You are not clutching from that anger, is why you see that in the mirror as others. Others are nothing but a reflection of you. How in the dream, if somebody fights with you, you wake up and see that person is so nice, will you get angry with that person? It is your perception in your dream that you perceive that way. They do not exist that way. Once you understand this is the very nature of every problem, Bhagavan beautifully says, it is our own perception of everything. It does not exist that way. If you drop the perception that everything actually exists is Paramashiva and everyone is Paramashiva, you start experiencing the cosmic body. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains with Apta Pramana how Vashishta and Vishwamitra manifested the greatest reality. King Satyavarta, he went to Vashishta, said, I want to go to Swargaloka with this physical body. Physical body doesn't even exist. How does he go to Swargaloka with a physical body? And Vashishta says that is not possible. That is just some weird thought. Please drop it. He goes to Vishwamitra and says, I want to go in this physical body. And Vishwamitra says, okay, we will do it. and he takes the possibility and sends Trishangu to the Swargaloka. And Swargaloka rejects him and says, you cannot be here, please move out. You can't be in physical mortal body. And then he falls out, and by the power, Vishwamitra is able to see a remote vision of him falling out. Immediately he creates a loka, Trishangu Loka. A loka itself is created by Trishangu, and it is said so clearly that if we see there is a star constellation like a human form up there, and which can be seen by the eye or the telescope right now, and you can see there is a loka called Trishangu Loka. It's a circuit. Bhagavan says everything is a circuit. And Vishwamitra was able to map that into Trishangu, into that space, to make him experience that reality. It is the higher way of thinking. It's not some place that you fly and your rocket goes there. It is a different quantum reality that you experience as a frequency, as energy. And this is clearly said in the Valmiki Ramayana Balakanda, Sarga 57. Bhagavan beautifully explains how the circuit happens in our brain and how he is mapping this conscious sovereignty as our reality in all our brain.
Consciously, if you declare even once you are a blessed being, the conscious declaration overpowers 10,000 unconscious cherished thought current, because even if 10,000 years a room is in darkness, one matchstick is enough to light it in 1 second. Listen. All powerlessness, all fear related thought currents, and all low self inner image you are cherishing, which puts you in powerless, is not clutched to consciousness. You need to understand that. They're all there indirectly receiving or sucking the energy from consciousness, but they are not supported by consciousness. That is why the asuras, how much ever powers they may get, finally they do not exist. Only with consciously what you clutch, you empower, exists. So what I am trying to convey with these few statements, every idea, thought current you cherish in your brain creates certain map. If that map can be taken out and inserted on somebody, it is called circuit. If you cannot take it out, it just dies within you, it is map. If it can be taken out and inserted on somebody's head, it is circuit. For example, you cherish a thought current. Let the whole world be blissful. Let Sada Shivatva happen. These thought currents create certain electric signals in your brain, certain map. If you are able to hold that stably till the other brain vibrates to the same frequency, it is called circuit. Understand? My Sadashivatva, I hold on to that till all of you are able to reverberate to that frequency. That is what is initiation. One good thing with your brain is it always goes towards the bright side.
Beautiful. Apta Pramana, Atma Pramana, Shakshi Pramana are the million. Beautifully, Bhagavan explained how he maps, that is the initiation, and we can experience the exact same thing, what is in his brain. Here, beautifully, one of the devotees are explaining how he experienced the power of remote vision of a temple that he has never been, and clearly he could see every bit of it amazingly with amazing details.
Devotion and feeling connection in me, and from that space I can say the similar space is what you fall into when you manifest the powers. And so I was so blessed that Swamiji like picked me to manifest the powers through successfully. So I got to do a demo on the last day on the stage, and how that happened was there was the punch, which is like the head of the Akara, which Swamiji is a part of, and they were all sitting on stage. And so I did a demo of the remote viewing Shakti, and so we went and sat on the stage, and that's the thing. These Panch members, they don't live in normal places, so you can't just assume, he lives in a big house or this. Nothing you say can guess where these beings are living, because they're spread across the whole of India, living in who knows where, right? So when I scanned, I was immediately able to see that the place where he was staying was completely made out of stone, and then Swamiji showed his room was a small side room which had just one bed and one small lamp, nothing much in the room. But see, he asked us to scan the temple where he lives. And so the temple is at the top of one mountain and inside a cave, and the whole thing is pure stone. And what more was showing was, I saw that the main deity was a Shiva Linga, and that the whole inside was like hung with flowers, and it was very beautiful. And then I saw that there's a railing in front of the Shiva Linga where the public comes by, and that they had a procession deity which they kept off to the side, and his room was just a small side room. And so he confirmed literally everything that Swamiji was showing, and he was so excited actually that he got out his phone and was showing us pictures of the place, and it was so amazing to see what I was seeing with my third eye physically immediately, like such an amazing confirmation, and just so exciting to be a part of all this.
Now, so beautiful how he experienced the oneness with Paramashiva, and Paramashiva simply showing all these are not simple exercise. To do Paramavar manifestation is a tapas, Bhagavan says, because each time you go beyond your mind, all that narration that is going on constantly, beyond that, and you experience that bliss, that space where you can just see all that so clearly. You experience Paramashiva in you, conscious sovereignty, which is worth than anything else that we do the whole day, Bhagavan says. Now we are going to have a remote vision of a house or a structure, color, the facade, whatever you want to see, your friend's office or a building where you have never been in a country. And you can just write down the detail and you can scan it, and then you can Google or ask your partner. You can make partners and ask them. And if you get the details, write fine details and make it exactly match, just not random thing that I saw a big building, but whether it's a single floor or multiple floor or how tall it is, just write specific details so that you can Google or ask your partner about the details, and you can see how Paramashiva can reveal something you have never seen, but because of cosmic body that Bhagavan has put the circuit into you, you are simply able to see the whole revelation. You can go up to even planets and see different lokas, different possibility, but make sure you can verify the details. Remote vision of any dimensions should be possible, and make sure it's tangible so that your own conclusions are clearly seen in the physical reality as physical verification. Now, after that, you have written what you want to see. Put away your pen, put away your gadgets. Few minutes, let's be in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. And sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Bring yourself to the third eye, the awareness. Always we are living in the lower three chakras, the obsessive compulsive pattern. Let's raise ourselves to the third eye, the attention center. Simply Bhagavan says your whole reality changes the minute you bring the awareness to your third eye. Deep listening through your third eye makes the thoughts completely zero. And absolute unclutching. For few minutes, do not run by your gut bacteria. Rather, tell them all to wait in a different place where you are sitting with Paramashiva in the Garbha Mandir. Experience the deep oneness with Paramashiva, deep love and gratitude, and everything else unclutch, including your body and mind. Whatever you know as you, your gender, your nationality, all the narration which is going on and on in your inner chatter, unclutch from everything. That is the biggest tyaga. Sarva parityagi means you're ready to give up your inner space, inner thoughts for Paramashiva to happen. Create a pure space with pure love and gratitude. The more and more you dissolve, melt in Paramashiva, you will see Paramashiva as your existential reality. Your heart starts melting, the heart and brain has a coherence. You simply see yourself the ultimate reality. So let's start chanting intensely, not loudly. Intensely means continuously without letting any thought come in between. Hold yourself in continuous chanting and listening to the chanting through your third eye. Then the coherence between your heart and the brain happens and you raise into the superconscious space. The conscious sovereignty puts you into the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Whatever is shown, just write down or draw, and at the end of the cycle, we'll verify the detail. Let's start chanting for a few minutes. All of us collectively, collective integrity, chant the Mahavakya with a deep listening for the power of remote vision.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. Om Paramashivam. Nityananda 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 Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Nityananda Paramashivam. Nityananda Paramashivam. Nityananda Paramashivam. Nityananda Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam.
Beautiful. Slowly, very slowly open your eyes, and whatever you have received, please go ahead, send to your partner or Google and verify authentically whether whatever Paramashiva has shown you and it is matching exactly. Take a picture of everything so that you can share to the world. And all these great signs Bhagavan is downloading in us, not just downloading, he's creating the circuits in your brain. Bhagavan says the molecular structure in your brain starts changing every time you have a powerful cognition or power manifestation happening. And again, you reiterating that powerful cognition by manifesting powers, it becomes a conscious circuit in your brain, and simply you can transform yourself into the conscious sovereignty as your reality. And Bhagavan himself sitting very present, more present than all of us in the Kailash courtyard with so much of energy, all of us collectively sitting with Bhagavan and creating such a huge space of collective positivity and conscious sovereignty. We can experience such a bliss, such a peace, such a great space for manifesting wealth, health, happiness, auspiciousness, and even discoveries and invention and possibilities. And simply Bhagavan says the parallel universe synergy trigger happens when you are intense that Paramashiva is real inside how you feel about yourself. Sit again, you write down where you want to scan. We'll have one more cycle. Sit very powerfully. Don't have powerless space. Even if you're going through all the worst of worst things, doesn't matter. That is not you. That is a delusion that you have perceived, and it is not you. Bhagavan says even a person getting into amputation or something serious problem, when they go to deep sleep, they don't feel anything except the Brahman. Same way, understanding when you are awake itself that everything that you are seeing is a delusion, even the worst thing, it doesn't even exist. It is not even there, including your body does not exist in the way we perceive. It is completely how the whole thing exists in complete different way. Bhagavan beautifully explains, if there is a stick in Ganga and an ant sees that, the ant thinks Ganga is divided. But if you look at it, the whole perception is wrong. Ganga can never be divided by a small stick. It is a perception of the ant. It doesn't even exist. So the same way, whatever problem you're facing doesn't even exist, because even you don't exist the way you perceive. You are also the body, but you are a frequency, energy, and quantum energy. You're so powerful. Sit with 25 heads, 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands. So powerful and completely dissolving into Paramashiva and disappearing into Paramashiva. Hold that, your heart will melt and you will feel that such a light space and experiencing such a oneness, peaceful space. And from that space, whatever Paramashiva says, write it down, don't judge it. And at the end, whatever is revealed, just verify with the partner or with Google all the detail. Let's have one more cycle. Put away your gadgets for a few minutes and deeply hold that space. Paramashiva is real. And start chanting with a deep listening through your third eye. And constantly when you listen, you fall into that beautiful samadhi, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, where you can experience the ultimate. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya for the second cycle for manifesting the power of remote vision.
Om Nityananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's reign in all our burdens. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Jnananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes.
Slowly, very slowly, open your eyes, and whatever Paramashiva has shown, please go verify that authentically and share it in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation. Again and again, enriching and causing, Bhagavan is asking us to do so that we understand that all that we exist and all of us exist as Paramashiva, as reality. More you share with your friends and families again and again, saying Paramashiva is real, you see Paramashiva in each and every one as your reality. And slowly you will see all of them as Paramashiva, because other than Paramashiva, there is nobody in you. And you are in such a oneness and bliss, and the ultimate space becomes you. That is what extreme power manifestation is, extreme causing, and extreme causing is extreme power manifestation. Such a beautiful space Bhagavan gives by the simple social media sharing. Don't forget to share and thank Bhagavan from deepest of your heart in gratitude. Again and again, when you have gratitude towards your Guru, simply you see a phenomenal difference in your life. The trust becomes so high that simply you will manifest everything that you want as reality. So don't forget to share in your social media or in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation how you experience the satsang, the powerful cognition, the initiation, the power manifestation, the experiences. All that you can share, even as small as one line. It won't take you more than 5 minutes, but it's so powerful. It can transform your reality into Paramashiva as your reality. So let's surrender all this powerful cognition, power manifestation at Bhagavan's lotus feet in deep gratitude, thanking Bhagavan for showering all that compassion, love, initiation on all of us and each and every day. And thanking Bhagavan, thanking all of you and all the social media for manifesting the collective consciousness, conscious sovereignty as our reality. Holding a powerful space and a deep earning, Paramashiva is real in my thought, word and action. Seeing everything, everyone as Paramashiva as my reality. Holding that as my powerful cognition and ending the session with a Purna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you so much for being here, manifesting the powers. The next Kailash Courtyard will be after the satsang or darshan. See you then. Thank you, Nityanandam.